Hello everyone, welcome to another Bflycrochet tutorial. Today I will talk about the lifeline technique, which is a technique that is really useful when you're knitting a garment, especially when it's a pattern garment. But for today, I do have one of my pattern in here, so that's why it's just a stockinette pattern. So for the lifeline, you will need your project, a tapestry needle, some waste yarn. I'm using contrasted one. It's easier when you have those a yarn that is contrasted from your working yarn, and also a pair of scissors. So what is a lifeline? A lifeline is a piece of yarn that is this is a fingering weight yarn, and I'm using a worsted weight yarn here to do this pattern, but it's a smaller needle gauge of yarn that you use a thread and you just pass it through all of your stitches. And what is useful for is that if you make mistakes, you just put off your needle, rip it off, and then when you arrived at your lifeline, you won't have any trouble and it will stop there, and then you can pass your needle through and all of your stitches will be in the right way, in the right spot, exactly how it is supposed to do. So I'm using it normally when I'm do a cable stitching pattern or something like that, but for the sake of this demonstration, I will do it with a stockinette. So what you need your yarn. It needs to be like a lower gauge of yarn because it's easier to thread it around your needle. So what you need is a piece of yarn that will be long enough so that when it's time to go around, you will have enough room. So even if it's too long, it's okay. So a long piece of yarn, and then I will took my tapestry needle. This one is bent, so I prefer this one. I think it's easier when you're going around. I just go inside and thread it. I don't do any knot, anything. I just thread it inside, and then I will start, and I will just go ahead and pass it through all along. Then when I've done a few stitches, I will go ahead and pull the yarn through. And I'll leave myself like 10 inches to make sure that if I pull too much on the yarn, that thread won't be undone, and then I will. It's harder when you're on your needle, so a tip is to go when you're on the cord and just go around like that and pull it through here. So I will go ahead, continue, and make it around my work, and I will be right back. Okay, now that I'm done, you see all of my stitches, I've been passing through them through this thread, and now what do? I just pull off my tapestry needle, and then I will look. Okay, I do have a lot of left here. It's okay. I'll leave myself, like I said, around 8 to 10 inches. Cut the yarn, and what do? I just start knitting like if anything wasn't there. And then I will knit my pattern. I need to do the neckline, so I need to do some decrease. So I will go ahead, do my decreases, and then finish up. When this piece will be done, what I will do, I will just pull on one side, and the yarn will be away and everything, and no one can notice that I have put a lifeline here, but it is so useful. So if you want to try this out and talk to me about it, just go in the comment section down below, and while we're there, if you want to subscribe, I will really appreciate it. Until next time, happy making. Bye.